In the delicate dance of life, the decision to commit to love is not just about a promise, it's about choosing a future together. Without that choice, everything we've built begins to crumble, leaving only memories of what could have been. Love is not a mere word, it is a choice we make every day. To marry is to choose to stand together, hand in hand, against all odds. The alternative is to watch everything we've fought for slowly fade away. When the heart speaks, it asks for devotion and commitment. A choice must be made. Will you marry me and continue this beautiful journey? Or will you walk away and watch us fade into nothingness? Sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones that could either hold us together or tear us apart. Marrying is an act of love that demands trust, faith, and a promise. Without it, we risk losing everything. In every relationship, there's a point where choices define us. The choice to commit and say yes, or to walk away and watch the foundation of love slowly erode, piece by piece. To marry me is not just a vow, but a journey of building and growing together. If that journey is rejected, we risk losing ourselves, our love, and the connection we've created. Sometimes the greatest love story is not one of endless joy, but of the struggle to hold on to each other through tough choices. Marry me and we'll conquer it all, or let go and watch the pieces fall apart. Love is not always a fairy tale. It's about making difficult decisions. Will you marry me and build a life together? Or will we let go and watch everything slip away unnoticed? To commit to each other is to choose a future full of both beauty and challenge. Without that commitment, we might as well be standing on the edge, watching everything we hold dear drift apart. The choice to marry is not an easy one, but it is the most beautiful thing we can do for each other. If that choice is ignored, we risk losing the very essence of what we've created. In life, we often stand at a crossroads where we must choose. Do we keep building, keep loving, and keep dreaming together? Or do we let go and watch everything we've worked for crumble? Commitment is not about perfection. It's about a choice to love through every high and low. Without that choice, everything we've dreamed of together may one day fade away, and we'll be left with only memories. The heart knows what it needs: a promise, a commitment, a vow. Will you marry me and give us that promise, or will we watch everything slip through our fingers as we hesitate? Sometimes love demands a sacrifice, a choice that changes everything. The decision to marry is that sacrifice. If that choice isn't made, everything we've built may dissolve into nothingness. True love isn't just about the good times. It's about making decisions together that shape our future. If we fail to make that decision, we may end up watching everything we cherish disappear. When we choose to marry, we choose a future where love is the foundation. Without that choice, our future becomes uncertain, and we may slowly watch the connection we share fall apart. Marrying isn't just a commitment to one another. It's a promise to weather the storms of life together. Without that promise, the storms may tear us apart, leaving us with broken pieces. Every relationship faces moments of choice. Will we step forward and commit to each other, or will we hesitate, only to watch everything we've worked for fade into the background? To love is to choose. To marry is to choose forever. Without that choice, we risk allowing the very thing we cherish to slowly unravel and drift away. Marrying me isn't about a title. It's about choosing a life together with all its ups and downs. If you refuse that choice, we may one day find ourselves looking at the pieces of what we could have been. A commitment to marriage is a commitment to each other's dreams, desires, and futures. If that commitment is not made, we may one day find ourselves standing in a broken world, asking what went wrong. Every choice in love has consequences. Either we build a future together, or we allow everything to slip through our fingers, leaving only a distant memory of what could have been. Love is a journey that requires us to make choices along the way. Marry me, and we'll walk this journey together. If not, we risk losing everything we've shared. In the grand scheme of life, it's the choices we make together that determine whether we thrive or falter. Will you choose me, or will we let go and watch everything crumble? To marry is to trust in the power of love. Without that trust, we stand to lose everything we've built, watching it slip away piece by piece until nothing remains. Choosing to marry is not just a decision about a wedding day. It's a lifelong promise to love, to grow, and to endure. If that promise is broken, we may watch everything we've worked for fall apart. The power of choice is something we must never take for granted in love. When we marry, we choose each other. Everything else falls into place. Without that choice, we risk losing everything we hold dear. Every relationship requires effort and commitment. To marry me is to choose to build together, brick by brick. Without that commitment, we may find ourselves standing in the ruins of what could have been. Marrying me is about more than a commitment. It's about choosing to be vulnerable together. Without that choice, we risk watching everything we've fought for slip away unnoticed. In love, the biggest choice is not about whether we're happy right now, but whether we'll choose to keep building happiness tomorrow. Without that choice, we may one day stand in the rubble of what was once beautiful. Love demands choices. If we choose to marry, we build something stronger. If we choose to walk away, we risk watching everything we've created slowly fall apart. To commit to marriage is to stand strong against all obstacles. Without that commitment, even the strongest love can slowly begin to crumble, leaving behind nothing but what we could have had. In life, we either choose to create something beautiful together, or we watch everything we love slowly break apart. Marry me, and let's build a future worth fighting for. The choice to marry is a gift we give to one another. If that gift is rejected, we may find ourselves standing at the edge, watching everything we've dreamed of fall apart. Choosing love, choosing marriage, is the greatest choice we can make together. Without that choice, everything we've worked for may eventually slip away, leaving us to wonder where it all went wrong. Love isn't always easy, but it's always a choice. To marry me is to choose to love through thick and thin. If we don't make that choice, everything we've shared may slowly fade. A relationship without commitment is like a house built on sand. Eventually, everything will fall apart. Marry me, and let's build a future that stands strong. To say yes to marriage is to say yes to building a future together, no matter the challenges. Without that choice, we risk losing everything we've worked so hard to create. Love is a decision that requires action, trust, and vulnerability. Marry me, and we will build a life together. If you don't, we may find ourselves watching everything we've built crumble. Marrying is more than an act. It's a choice that secures our future. Without that choice, everything we hold dear may slowly unravel until nothing remains. The power of love lies in the choices we make. If we choose to marry, we choose a future together. If we hesitate, we risk watching everything we've shared drift away. Love demands commitment, and commitment is the foundation of marriage. Without that commitment, we may find ourselves standing in a world where everything we built slowly falls apart. When love is tested, it's the commitment to each other that holds us together. If we don't make that commitment, we may find ourselves watching everything we've fought for slip away. Every moment in love is a chance to choose. Marry me, and let's choose a future filled with love and growth. If not, we may one day stand amidst the ruins of what we could have had. To marry is to choose not just a person, but a life together. If we don't make that choice, we risk losing the very thing we both need most. In the end, it's the choice to marry that makes all the difference. Without it, we may one day find ourselves standing in the ashes of what could have been. Love is about decisions that create something lasting. Will you choose me and build a life together, or will we let go and watch everything fade away? To commit is to choose each other through every challenge and every triumph. Without that choice, we may find ourselves watching everything we hold dear slip away. Marriage is not about perfection. It's about a choice to stand by each other no matter what. If we don't make that choice, we risk losing everything we've created. The choice to marry is the choice to say yes to a future together. Without that choice, we may one day stand in the ruins, asking where we went wrong. To love is to choose. To marry is to choose forever. Without that choice, we risk losing everything we've shared and everything we could have had. Sometimes the hardest choice is the one that could save everything we've ever wanted. Will you marry me, or will we watch it all slip away? Love is about the choices we make. Marrying me is the choice to build a future together. If we don't, we might just watch everything fall apart. A promise made in marriage is a promise to face the future together. If that promise is not made, we risk losing everything we've created.